With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. This is Carson. And some room to maneuver. 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Here we go, 50. Mike 50.
On second and goal. Wilson, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Moran. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Moran. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Moran. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
At the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They got a man. It's Woods. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Now it's Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moran. And Woods has it complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on second down. Moran. Well, that'll be caught by Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the gun on 3rd down, Moran. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to